All right. Not exactly the way I wanted to get the truck to the shop. All right. I guess if some of you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen. The other day I guess it was the second drive out with it. The transmission decided to go Chernobyl on it and pretty much just blew up. We were kind of coming up a bridge and tranny just started going. I pushed myself to get over the bridge, so I was at least off the bridge. It wasn't before the transmission decided to get hot enough to catch on fire and all kinds of stuff. So truck's fine, tranny completely shot. So basically, I want to quickly power wash this before I turn into a popsicle here and get it into the shop. We had some folks, they came by and they had their fire extinguisher and all that jazz. It was good. Other than I had the hood up because I wasn't sure if it was a fuel line or something else. So they kind of just spritzed the extinguisher like completely under the hood here. So I want to get that washed out. I know there's like ATF all over the place underneath there and I don't want to work on that. So we're gonna quickly pressure wash until I can't stand it anymore, and then we'll push it into the shop and let this thing thaw off. And then I'll try to get it right to the back hoist. That's why we threw the square body out. I need to get lots of room. I'm hoping somebody comes up or I can find a transmission, but if I can't, I'm gonna be basically pulling it apart, and I'm just gonna swap the guts out of a good transmission into this one, and hopefully everything works. Anyways, I'm cold already, and I haven't even dragged the pressure washer out to try to lay underneath here and try to wash this up. So let's get started. Well, I guess that's why everything is freezing. I was trying to pressure wash it, but I don't know if I got anywhere. It's like instantly once the pressure washer was hitting it, everything turned to ice. How good that is, I don't. How good I got it clean, I have no idea. Like everything just turned into a brick of ice. I don't know if you can see the motor, but there's just a huge. Oh man, I tried to clean it. Everything just got frozen. So we pressure washed it. If it actually got clean, I don't know. Everything just turned into a brick. So I guess I'm gonna let this thaw out, and I guess we'll push it back and see. Like I was gonna kind of hook up my hot wash, but I guess I'm glad I didn't, because this would have been worse yet if I had used the hot wash. This is just like one wave across the windshield. I guess at whatever it says it is, it's minus 21, and they say it feels like minus 31, whatever the heck that means. Well, I know what it means. It means the wind hurts my face, so it's that cold out. Just walking, my face hurts outside, so. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna wait. We'll come back after supper and we'll push her back and start dropping the transmission and see where we're at. Right, buddy? Right? That's the plan? You just sit there. You don't worry. We'll get this fixed. We can go riding again. Well, it's been a few hours. We got the truck in, hoist is up. The smell of burnt ATF is just everywhere. But as you can see, it's still super frozen. Just not happy with my choice of washing the underside. Now, I did that mostly because I didn't want to get everything oily on me. Man, look at the motor, eh? That is some thick ice. Golly. Let alone the torque converter, everything else. So anyways, seems like when it had murdered itself, it came out of here. And we were just sitting on the side of the road, and I didn't think much about it. Truck was dead and didn't matter anyways. So I just had it idling, but then somebody came up, and I guess it got so hot on the input as it was like dribbling down, it actually started catching on fire, the fluid. So anyways, we used a fire extinguisher, we put it out, kind of kept an eye on it. And yeah, so I'm not expecting anything good inside this transmission whatsoever. But what I'm going to do, regardless, we're going to pull the transmission and the transfer case. I'm still waiting. I'm crossing my fingers somebody will call me up tomorrow. But if not, my goal is to get the tranny transfer case out. If I have to, I'm going to just tear this transmission apart anyways and keep the tail shaft. It's the shaft that goes into this transfer case adapter here. Like it just goes into here. It's the little doodad. Anyways, we'll tear it down, see what, actually there's nothing to see. The transmission, everything's going to be shot inside. There's no saving anything inside of it. Maybe the case is still good, I don't know. But anyways, if it comes down to it, I'm going to swap the guts out of a good Turbo 350, swap out that shaft. We'll put it back together and it'll be what it is. But anyways, for now, I'm going to sit and get dripped on like crazy because there's not that many bolts. It's pretty easy to take out, honestly. Or do I wait till tomorrow? I don't know now. Maybe I'll just wait till tomorrow. I don't know how I feel like getting dripped on. This is just not seeming like fun. Man, that thing's taking forever. Like the shop's warm. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, till tomorrow, I guess. Or I'll try to do the worst of it and then we'll just drop the transmission out tomorrow. Yeah, that's maybe what I'll do. We'll tackle all the bolts and take her one piece at a time. I'm really thinking of pulling. There can't be any oil in the transmission anymore because it's like leaking all over the road. So I don't know. Like there's the two mounts. I mean, we'll take the cross member out, but I might take the transfer case off separate. I'm kind of thinking that. I don't know. Ugh. You know, yeah, like it's a problem, right? I get to stand under my transmission while I get dripped on, where other folks are gotta like lay underneath this thing, and that's a whole lot of suck as well. Yeah, I'll pick away at it a little bit. We got lots of time. I got nothing going on and it's early. It's like 8 o'clock. I got to do something. Can't just sit around. right, everything is out. It was wasn't a bad job at all. Washing the truck was pretty much pointless because everything's still pretty oily under here, and well, there's not much I can do about it. I don't want to wash it here because my water runs that way. So, anyways, we took it, we dropped it. I just have the transmission draining because my plan is to just tear this case apart. I just want to save the input shaft because, like I say, it's just this little nubby thing. And if I have to, I'm gonna swap the guts into another one, but I'm just trying to be really lazy and just find another one that'll bolt on and I can put it in, but that might not happen. So you folks will get to see what's inside a Turbo 350. A long time ago, I used to do a lot of these only because I had a Toyota that I V8 swapped, and I wrecked a lot of these transmissions. It got to the point I just kept saving that little end, and I was just swapping it out. For myself right now, this, like, as crappy as a job, like, I don't know, it was a driving truck. I didn't really want to do the transmission. But anyways, with that said and done, it's took me an hour. It's out, apart. It's not terrible. It's not the end of the world. Anyways, back to my story. The Toyota, I was down to wrecking the transmissions like crazy in there. I think I got down to the point I was 3 or 4 hours I was able to drop a transmission, swap all the guts out, and have it back in, and my truck was driving again. This was before I had a hoist, everything, so that was on jack stands. But it was a lifted Toyota, much higher than this, and I could kind of like sit on a little stool comfortably underneath it and do my thing. Anyways, I might go to the farm, see what I have for a few parts and stuff still, because I kind of vaguely remember I had a wall of transmission clutches and parts and stuff like that. So if I have to, we'll kind of go through it, make sure everything's good and whatnot. I have a couple Turbo 350s. I have one where hopefully the casing's good on this one. I know the pump, everything is shot because it got so hot here. This is our seal. This is, I guess, the sleeve or something. I don't know what that is, but yeah. She got hot. So that torque converter, she's no good. She's garbage. Basically it was just raining fire right out of there, so that was cool. I could see why I was doing this because the seal, everything was toast, so I guess the friction just got it so hot. But anyways, I'm babbling, letting this drain. I don't know if I'll tear it apart tonight. I might do it tomorrow. Hopefully. We're going to do a couple more phone calls and see what happens by tomorrow. Otherwise, we might just be doing the old switcheroo and smash her back in the truck. tore it all down. I struggled on the one part that I totally needed. So like it was around, I guess the second gear or something like that, totally schmoozed. It just kind of vaporized itself. The drum, the housing, everything just kind of, like when you have smoke inside your transmission, that's not good. So like second gear is all good. I mean, my drive and my reverse, first and reverse, they're fine, but not that we're not going to use any of it. I actually don't think I can use anything out of it. That's the crappy part. So I tore it completely down for this shaft, because if you have a long shaft, like a 9-inch, 6-inch, whatever, there's a slip into here before the spline, so they're all different lengths. So this is essentially what you would just tear down, throw into a regular two-wheel drive, and you got a 4x4 transmission. Unfortunately, everything that melted on there's like supposed to be a retaining clip on here, which I got off, but this was mushroomed, and it's buggered. I don't really have the means to fix this. I mean, if I cannot find anything, then I guess whatever. I'd have to weld this up, build this up, and then cut the teeth in it, which is brutal. So I'm really hoping just to find a transmission. Like it got hot enough that, yeah, like the inside, the bushing, everything's kind of shot on this thing. This is like your parking pin. Whenever it goes in, it would like lock the back drive, and then like your clutches sit on here. And then you got your cog drive in here. I don't know what anything's called, but it spins one way and it don't spin the other way, I think. No, it spins either way. Never mind. Anyways, that's what I basically need. I need to find a transmission. I'm pretty screwed right now. That sucks. I was going to pull one out of the shed and just use this and just make myself a transmission, but now I got nothing. Oh well. All right. I guess the truck's on hold now until I can find a transmission. The case isn't even good because one of the clips actually broke in the bottom. There's like a snap ring that goes through here, and one of these tabs busted off, so this is all garbage. 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 Oh well. Oh well, it's what it is. I guess I can't do anything on there. We'll go back to working on this one. I do have a buddy that says he might have one, but it's going to be a few days before he can pull it, so I'll wait to hear back from him. Well, folks, I guess this is where I'm going to leave this one. I can't do much without a transmission. Ours is completely junk. I guess for now, this thing's going to be a little ornament sitting on the hoist. Hopefully, I can find something soon. Or some parts. Anyways, I think that's where we're going to end it. I want to thank you folks for watching. And we will catch you on the next one when hopefully I get either a transmission or some parts. Anyways, later.